Hello, and in this video today we're going to be using a palette knife. So I don't know where I got the idea from. Oh yes, I do. I was painting some winter grass and I never realized how crazy winter grass looks, and it was really difficult to capture that visually in a painting. And I used all sorts of things like crayons, even masking fluid, which I don't like particularly, and I also used a palette knife, and it was really fun and it was quite interesting, and I just thought, let's have a go at painting with a palette knife. So I remember quite a few years ago looking at an art book by a woman who used a palette knife a lot, and her paintings were really good and the effects she achieved were really good, but I just didn't have the urge at that time to try it. But now I do, maybe 15 years later, God knows. Let's get on with it, and I really do hope you go ahead and do this and have some fun. I mean, shall I show you what I did? Okay, here's what I did. Ooh, just a minute. So I just had fun. But don't these look lovely? They're full of vitality. They're full of energy. So that's what we're going to do. So just have a go and have fun. And then if you really hate it, throw it away. But you know, have fun. Oh, and we also did this. So just messing around. First of all, this is what we're going to do. Just mess around, making marks and just experimenting. Yeah, just experimenting. Okay, let's get on with it. Enough talk. Okay, so let's begin. I've got my paper, my paints, some brushes and the palette knife. Now this is going to be a bit of a challenge for me because I tend to be quite a conservative painter. So trying something like this is something I don't normally do. But I want to be a little bit more adventurous. So here we go. I've got some yellow ochre and I'm just going to splat it on like that. And then get the palette knife. Now what I'm going to do is use the different edges. So we've got this flat edge, we've got the side edge, we've got this sharp bit here, and we've got the top bit as well. And we've got varying degrees in between, which I'll show you in a minute. But first of all, let's use the flat part. And you see how we get a slightly marble effect. And then let's use the edge. Now we can really do some big time scraping, and then the point. Get lovely sharp lines going through, and then you can use varying degrees of this edge. So it can be just the edge like that, or it can be at an angle, and then you can even be a bit more forceful. And the thing is here, I mean, look at these beautiful textures. So we're not caring about making a nice painting. We're just having fun with this tool and just going wild or experimenting with it and seeing what we can do with it. So here's some maybe burnt sienna. I haven't used burnt sienna for a long time. It's a beautiful colour. So let's do some more of this. Now I'm going to do this. So we can use the flat, but how about sliding it along? So look at that. It's beautiful textural marks. So the thing about this tool is you can't completely control it. Well, I don't know what the ratio is, but you've got a definite lack lack of control here. I don't know how to express it. You've got some control, but also there's a lot of stuff here that you just can't control. And that's part of the beauty of it. I think that's what makes it so interesting, because you get these amazing effects which you can't create with intention, but by accident they sort of appear. So it's a bit like painting with a bit of a chaotic element to it. But I think you can see there's something really exciting happening here. I mean, you just can't paint stuff like this. And you might not want to either, which is fine. But I'm very excited by this. So what I've been doing so far is getting paint from with my brush and slapping it on the paper. It's a bit of a horrible colour there. I want it to be a bit more greeny. Then we're going to add something darker here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then here we go with the palette knife. So I'm just using different edges. And my mic just fell down. Can you believe it? Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a big puddle of a mix. So get some yellow, get some burnt sienna, anything, doesn't really matter for now. And then we're going to dip this in and we're going to see what happens. So that's just going along. And then we can go up and down. So that's quite watery. I'm going to try now a darker colour and a thicker mix. So this is phthalo blue. Maybe some burnt sienna, let's add that. Now this is really thick. Now that's quite interesting. And let's try the other side just in case. Okay, this side. So you can put it on and then work into it as well. So that's an interesting thing. And look at that. So I'm using the point and just dragging down. And I love that. Can you imagine for rocks? That's gonna look awesome. So some really exciting stuff happening here. And can you just see, look at that. It's visually exciting. Normally when we do a painting, like when I do a painting, sometimes, despite all my efforts and doing a real good painting, it can sometimes just look a bit boring. And look at this, a few scrapes, and it looks amazing. I don't know, you might disagree, which is fine. And if you disagree, just let me know in the comments. I really don't mind. I think I've already decided for myself that there's something here that's really exciting, and I want to play with it more and see the possibilities, but I know it's going to take time. So this is why I'm doing just this playful kind of video and just having some fun. I mean, look at that. That could be like a kind of mountain. But let's just do a line through it. So it's going to take a while before I get any kind of mastery, I think, of this. I don't know. But look at that. That's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Now what I'm going to do is stick this in to the paint. Stick it right in. I know it's wasteful. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful line. Okay, let's continue. I'm having all kinds of technical problems here, but trying to not let it stop me from doing this video. Blooming heck, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. So I've got paint on my palette here, and so we can go gently, yeah? And maybe we can even do a line. Well, nothing happening there. Try like that. And we can cut through that. Lovely sound. I love the sound. 10 out of 10 for the sound. Let's try another colour. Let's try some blue. I'm mixing it first. Yeah, that looks interesting. So that could be like we have a field and here is a hedge and we've got some trees and stuff. I think that looks quite exciting. Maybe I get excited by very simple stuff. Just a little bit of pigment on some paper. Okay. So now I'm going to make a big mix and some yellow ochre, some of this phthalo blue, and let's just do that. And let's get some of this yellow ochre and just do that. I'm really doing creative R&D here. I think the problem with doing art a lot is that you can sometimes become a bit conservative, or you lose the you get good at some things and then you just tend to go along certain paths and you don't do other things. I think this looks very exciting, very exciting. So I've realised it's really important for me to, maybe even every day, experiment a bit. Oh, I like that. That's lovely. So look at this big mess I've made. So what I'm encouraging you to do now is go ahead and do the same thing. So I recommend pausing the video here, getting your materials out, getting your palette knife and just having a go. And all we're doing is just having fun. Okay, so now I have to tell myself I'm not doing any masterpieces here. We're just having fun. You won't believe sometimes how difficult that is for me. So that's why I'm using this big black marker, whatever, because it's gonna remind me we're not making a masterpiece. So a line down the middle, a line across. So here we're going to have some kind of footpath in the countryside, and there's going to be like a mountain there, a hill maybe, and a hill there, and then we're going to have a figure here. There we go. Some trekker. Looks good. And maybe the sun's over there. No, maybe we need his shadow on the path. It'll look better. So maybe shadow like that. Rectangle blob there. And his arms. That's it. Not bad. And then here we're going to have a path. I like paths. I like roads. Because they lead your eye into the painting. And then this is going to be winter grass, which I've been painting a lot of. This is going to be a low viewpoint. So we've got this big figure. Sadly, he's got a giant head, but there we go. Maybe he's got those stick things. Okay, wow, that stick's too long. The sun's maybe coming that way. So, can hide that stick being too long. I don't want to get finicky here, but I'm getting finicky. Goodness me, that's frustrating. And then this one we've got like some kind of farmhouse or something like that here. Basically some building, some trees and bushes, whatever. Then behind it some kind of hills like that. Maybe a chimney, that's cute. And then here we're going to have like some bushes or whatever. Maybe coming like that. That's good. And then here going to have a car. And we're going to have like some kind of hedgerow, something like that, maybe there. And then behind some kind of fields, some tree. It's all fun, yeah? It's all fun. And then a big mountain in the background just to make it more interesting. And there's going to be some tire marks here. It's all expressive. It's all enjoyable. Okay, and now we're going to do some base colours. I'm just using a simple flat brush. Maybe it's, I don't know, 1/3 or 1/2 inch wide, about 12 or 13 millimeters. And let's think about about this then. We've got green, right? So some yellow. Just check the cameras, everything's working. I'm not just talking to myself, but maybe in a way I am, so it is what it is. I have to enjoy just talking to myself because I possibly just am. So, yeah, it's stopping. So one camera just switched off, which is wonderful. That's the one doing my audio. Anyway, let's do green here. I could do this a more vibrant green because it's closer, but we're not worrying about that kind of stuff yet. And then a little bit of grey, whatever. Just a little here, but not a lot, yeah. Oh, should have green there, right? It's almost paint like numbers, this is. And then, oh, and then here we're having, so burnt sienna time. Maybe not, yellow ochre. Yellow ochre, where are you? Come on, yellow ochre. And then just very loose, yeah. I'm almost talking to myself here because I'm telling myself, be loose. And then maybe we can do that. And then down here, what we're going to have here, so maybe some green grass. Whoops. I forgot how to mix green. That's how it goes. So we've got green field. Wow, that's really green, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Have some white sparkle in there. See what that ends up looking like. And then here, green bank. Not, well, green sides. And then darker green. The important thing is you need that period when you just paint for fun. You know, you're not painting to make a pretty picture, which is normally what I'm doing most of the time. It's like I'm being a hypocrite here because normally that's what I do all the time. And I'm just in a darker green here. It might bleed in, that's okay. So I'm just going to do some sky now. So a little bit of yellow here and then get lots of water and just do that. And a touch of blue here, like that. Just really keep it simple. It's amazing how beautiful simple works. And here, let's do a little bit of blue behind his head. And then maybe a touch of grey. Bit of grey over here. Blend it a tiny bit. And that'll do. It's almost puddles. Okay. So I'm really sorry for the quality of this video. It's incredibly crude, quick video, but I thought what I could show you here is just how much fun anybody can have with watercolor, and very quickly. So there we are. Oh, maybe a bit of grey for here. Yeah, a bit of grey for there. Just a little bit, just a touch. Add some blue to this. We can't have a purple footpath. Sometimes they do look quite purple actually. But try and keep it blue. There we go. It's all bleeding. Yeah, I've done that one. Oh, and then here. So I'm kind of, what I should be doing is waiting until it's dried off, but I'm just playing around, I'm experimenting. So that's okay. And there's a big blue mountain here. Shouldn't really do that just yet, but let's just do it. Okay, and then this card can be blue. Whatever. There we go. Okay, it's palette knife time. No, not really. I want to, but should wait and let it dry. Okie dokie. I've had a cup of tea and I feel very refreshed, and now I'm ready for palette knife time. Let's hope it goes well. What I'm going to have a go at first is do some trees along these ridges. So how are we going to do that? I've no idea, but I guess they're going to be like a bluish green colour. So let's mix up some blue, bit of yellow. That's too much. If you've ever got too much of a colour, just stick it somewhere else, another slot on your palette. Yeah, I guess that will do. It's not quite the colour I wanted, but we're just having fun. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, we're going to do something like that. I don't know. Here goes nothing. Oh, it really goes nothing. Oh, something. Oh, yeah. Oh. You can have a good laugh. I'm having a good laugh. Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on. It's misty at the bottom, yeah? It's misty. Yeah. It's not quite working out how I intended, but I also knew that was probably going to be the case. Why can't I get white, paint down here? Okay, just gonna have to go thick. Just grab some paint with a palette. Just gonna force it. Yeah, and it was even green rather than yellow ochre. Wild. I didn't get it. Maybe the gods are with me. I don't know. But yeah, it's not bad. That one looks a bit, that bit looks a bit like a mountain there, so I don't like that. Looks like a mountain near here called Monkey Mountain, Takasaki. Ah, now it's looking a little bit better, but gotta, yeah. That's a bit better. Yeah. That looks, that actually looks quite good. One thing you learn is this guy's a BS person. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Look, I've got to be like a fan of myself because maybe nobody else is. So look at that. I'm just being stupid, by the way, which comes naturally. Oh, that's quite exciting. Oh, and shall we do this? Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, I don't like that. But let's keep going. Will this thing stop rattling? Is it just evil spirits trying to destroy my audio or something? Is that going to come across on the audio really loud, this board? Come on. Grip. Come on, come on, come on. So that's not working out quite how I want it. This bit, oh, that's quite nice, yeah. I've got the feeling I just can't go wrong with a palette knife because it's not really me doing it. That looks quite interesting, don't you think so? It's got vitality. I love vitality. So I don't want that bit, I think. But it's not bad. It really isn't bad. It's quite interesting. That bit in particular is lovely. Okay, and let's do this path. So I'm going to mix up a grey, alizarin crimson, yeah, sometimes I want you to hear the lovely sounds of colours mixing and things like that, but the sad thing is, if you hit some metal or something, it just really buggers up the audio. I don't know how else to put it, you know. Like that sound there where, you know, this bevel or whatever it is hits the plastic on the palette. That sound will probably be way too loud on the audio, but we'll find out. I don't want to be talking about audio. Okay, so what I'm hoping to do here is get some interesting texture in this path. I don't want it dark there though, but I want it dark down here. And I quite like that. Look at that, it's quite nice. And I've not been practicing this technique long, but already it's quite exciting. I think that path looks fantastic now. Let's do the same thing with this path. So I'm putting the flat in. First of all, maybe I have to get some paint on there, I think. I don't want to get so good at this that I do like an ABC lesson, you know what I mean? Do it like this, do it like that. It's much better if you just get a palette knife yourself, maybe even different from mine. You know, that's like already going in the right direction, I think. And then just experiment, and maybe there's bound to be something I haven't done here. And if you get an idea of something I haven't done, for God's sake, go ahead and do it. You know, have a try. It will be so, it will open doors for you. It will be so fun. I think I do too much of the lecture style, and if I can, I want to do more of like just the pointing style, you know, like how about this, try this, have fun. Look at that, it's beautiful, right? It's beautiful. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm just kind of, you know, do a bit of this, do a bit of this, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and clap your hands. But I'm having fun. It's lovely. Okay, let's go and do this. I'm a bit excited about this actually. Probably means I'll be disappointed, I'll bugger it up, but we'll have a go. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to do this first of all. Just a few blobs. And I might even put big blue on. Pure blue here, why not? Yeah, no, it's not very transparent, is it? Wish that had been a bit bluer. And then here we go. Well, it's not blending very well. So now I'm adding with the palette knife. Oh, look at that. That's good. I like that. I forgot about this. It's dried out now. Okay, let's get some of this. Okay. Wow. I like that. There's something really exciting going on here. Okay, look at that. That's lovely. Yeah, I really like that one. And that one's good. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, so this one, oh, we're going to do a big, yeah, bush there. I should do a little bit of detail there, but yeah, just a main. I don't think I can paint the house with a palette knife, not yet. Who knows in the future? So I'm just gonna do that for the house. Maybe that's cheating. But here we go. Here we go. Not yet. Okay. Hey. Come on. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, it really surprises me, this palette knife. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I like it. I know you might be saying, Gareth, this is not really watercolor. Yeah. But it looks good. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Come on. Oh, yeah. Don't do too much, guys. Don't overdo it. That's great. That's fantastic. I don't know, maybe I'm delusional. I always remember once in the little town I come from called Derby, there was this old man, maybe homeless, and he had, what did he have? He had something like, I don't know if he had like, is it a harmonica? That thing with the little metal bars on it or whatever. And he had his little stick, and he used to hit one of the metal bars and it would go ding, and he'd smile and he looked so happy. I'd never seen anybody so happy. And you know what it's like being a young person. You know how mean and horrible all your peers are. Well, not everyone, but you know, a lot of people, right? They just enjoy being nasty or something for some reason. Yeah, it's just a bit like that. And I just thought one day I'll reach his level where I just simply don't care what people think, you know. I mean, it was just unbelievable how happy he looked. He just hit one of those bars and he smiled and he looked like, you know, he thought he was Mozart or something. And maybe if he thinks he is, I don't know. And maybe that's what I'm turning into at last. But good for him, you know what I mean? Good for him. So I'm just slapping this on. It's crude, uncouth, disgraceful watercolor painting, but a lot of fun. Yeah, that'll do, because I need a bit here as well. This is so much fun. I'm really enjoying this. Maybe sometimes this could get a bit frustrating for me if I can't get, sometimes I'm struggling to get the colour, the paint, sorry, onto the paper. And I can imagine that might frustrate me a bit sometimes, you know. But hopefully, and the tape coming off, I mean, goodness me, if that keeps happening, I'm going to headbutt it. I have this irritable side, yeah. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. That's it. I like it. I like it. It's really dramatic. Okay, move on to the next one. Grey. We need grey. So some alizarin crimson. Is everything still recording? Oh my goodness. Okay. Come on, come on. Okay, we've got a bit of a grey there. I got a whole set of these palette knives. I just wanted one, but when I went on Amazon, they kept selling, you know, selling them in a set of 5. And I went through about 3 or 4 pages looking just for one. And then getting tired of that, because when I did find a single one, it wasn't one like this. It was like, I don't know, not like this, but it was different. Maybe a bit like that. It was different, yeah. It was different. And I got so tired that I just went back to the first page and I just like, well, how much then is a set of 5? And it was something like $20 or something really cheap. I thought, oh my goodness, just get the set. Just get the set. And I will use it. I mean, look at that. I think that's great. Get a bit of a blue here. Let's add some blue. Okay. I like that. Okay, and then let's do some texture in here. See what we can do. Yeah, not seeing anything there. Let's pick up some colour. Some yellow ochre, phthalo blue. Wow. Mix it up a bit. And then get something, wow. Oh, look at that, that's quite. Oh yeah, I like that. No, not. Okay, maybe not. But it's still interesting. It's very interesting. I'm having fun. Okay. Wow. And I'm going to do something for the tree. And I know you're all saying, no, don't do it, don't do it. Tree looks okay. Now I'm going to do it. This could look really terrible. Don't do it. Oh no, oh my goodness. And then maybe I can, yeah, I think this stopped being transparent a long time ago. Put a bit of yellow in there. Let's get some of this blue. Get some of this red. Mix it up. A bit more. Bit of yellow ochre. Okay, got some evil colour here. Wow. So it's going to take me a while to learn how to use this, but I really like it. I think it's really quite exciting. Now what I'm going to do next is just a few... You see, you can't, when you video yourself, you just can't be fully focused on the painting, because as soon as I was banging this palette knife in my bucket, I was thinking, oh bloody hell, has that just buggered up the audio now? So what I'm going to do now is just do some skin on the figures. So yellow ochre, bit dirty, and Pyro red. I like Pyro red. It's a lovely looking red, and it's quite cheap as well. And here we go. Hopefully, here we go. Ooh, no. Oh yeah, that's more like a kind of normalish colour. And this chap, here you go. There's that chap. Oh yeah. There we go. He's marching along. Okay, let's do this car. So for the car, maybe a blue, touch of red. Ooh, gonna have a garish purple car. that they used to have, like in the 70s, when they thought that was cool. Okay. Yeah, the colour of some 70s cars was just unbelievable. Like, some of them were like the worst kind of purple you could possibly imagine, or like a minty green, I think, or a yellowy green. Who wants a yellow green car? I mean, anyway, forgive me. Just cannot believe the colour of 70s cars. Yeah, my car's really boring. It's a metallic grey. I love metallic grey and metallic gold. All my bicycles are like metallic grey or metallic gold. Cars too. Okay, I know what I wanted to do. Tyre marks. And I know what you're saying. Don't do it, Gareth. I'm going for it. Fantastic. Absolutely nothing. Okay, I wanted to put some burnt umber. My burnt umber just flew across the room. It was like a bit of concrete. It just snapped off. What a rubbish colour. I probably haven't used it for a few years, that's why. So this is what it's like when I do videos, yeah. It just all goes, come on, look at that. It's loaded with paint. It's loaded. Okay, the other way. That looks rubbish. Move out the way, water bucket. Now that looks like... Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, so I turned it the other way and went over it, and hey, that's looking pretty cool. Now, I just want you all to know that, and you might not believe me, but it's the truth, I've never taken drugs in my life, but I think the reason is I never had to. But seriously, I'm quite a conservative person. So I'm just developing it or making a bigger mess. I'm not sure which, but I'm having fun. This is really fun. Okay, what I'm going to do now is add some white with this liner brush. Come on, liner brush. I can't believe that the umber, it just snapped off and flew across the room. It was quite entertaining, but I've got to clean it up later. Okay. You see, I told you I was conservative. As soon as I think about having to clean up things and stuff like that. So don't be too careful, Gareth. Yeah, just want a little bit of a highlight. And maybe we can give him a bit of a white, something here. Yeah, that'll do. Just a hint. And is there anything else we can do? I think that's really about it. So yeah. Oh, and I can also do this. Oh, yes. I forgot. I can do this. But this is getting a bit long now, right? I had to stop there because my Osmo Pocket 3 was beginning to, I think smoke was beginning to come out of it. So, I have to be careful of if the videos get too long. Also, my computer doesn't want to accept them, or Apple or whatever it is or something. Gets really worried about videos that are longer than 30 minutes, 30-minute video clips. So what I'm going to do is here, do this, and then here, do this. Let's go up a bit. That's it. Okay. So I'm just having this go like in all kinds of directions, and I'm really, this is really overkill, in case you haven't already guessed, but I like it. It's just good, isn't it? We got a little lovely thing in the foreground here. So I just dip that in the paint and just like that. And let's do a wide one like that. I think we can do wide as well. And I think that looks quite nice. It looks quite exciting. This too. I was going to do a mountain here, but I'm a bit afraid of doing that now. But let's have a go. Because, you know, if you can't be brave when you're just messing around and experimenting, then when can you be brave, you know? Okay, just make this a bit grey. And here goes the mountain. Holy cow. I want it to be a bit bluer. And I'm just going to drop this in like that, yeah? Just drop it in. Maybe it's not going to work, I don't know. It's just going to be this distant mountain. And do a few things like that. But I think there's something really exciting happening here. Now I know that mountain is kind of disappearing into that cloud, but there we go. Maybe it's standing out a bit more now. Look at that, lovely, lovely, lovely jubbly. Okay, fantastic. Okay, and then let's do a few more white highlights. I love my liner brush and doing white highlights. So maybe this roof can be a bit white, I don't know. And then maybe we can have a bit of a white fence. Not because you get white fences in England, but because it's just going to look good. Visually, it's just going to look interesting, like that, yeah. It leads the eye here. It's all about little connections and yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it's a kind of visual language. And let's do a few which I haven't mastered, but I kind of know a bit more about it. That's quite nice. So I quite like that. It's exciting. That too, it's exciting. This too. Oh, needs a bit of white. A little bit of white and you'll be all right. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah, well, it's a bit... Oh, he's got long legs. Jeepers, he's got long legs. Okay, and then we can do some finishing touches. So it doesn't have to be all palette knife, yeah? I think it's nice. It's almost like semi-abstract. But this guy, you know, looks like he should be in a disco, not on a footpath. Okay, there we go. And shall we do a bit of flicker? Bit of splatter, sorry. I like a little bit of splatter. There we go. Lovely. Maybe a bit fussy, but I don't mind fussy. Okay, and then I love cars. They're just such interesting shapes. Just trying not to get too kind of worked up about it's this hard fixed object with, you know, like hard angles and you've got to get it all correct and stuff like that, because you might do that and then think, it just looks a bit boring. I'm mixing yellow and white, and I'm just going to do a little bit of highlight on this bush. Maybe a little bit of highlight on there. And I think that's it. Yeah, I might even let it just bleed down, loads of water. I don't know why. Feeling a bit in a rather playful mood. So there you go. I'm sorry that this video is very raw and whatever. It's not as nice as I want it to be, but then these videos never are. But I just wanted to encourage you to just like pick up a palette knife like this and just play around with it, because I think you'll really be surprised by the kinds of things, the kind of effects that you can achieve. And I think you'll have a lot of fun. So that's it. And hopefully I'll be back again soon with some more fun watercolor stuff to show you. Bye for now and take care. So anyway, here's my palette knife. So it's just a normal palette knife and easy to buy on the internet. And I bought this as a set of 5 because it only cost $20, and it was difficult. In fact, it was impossible just to find this one on its own, which is really what I wanted. But when I found that a set of 5 cost only $20, I thought, okay, I'll just buy the whole set. So I'm using that, and I'll show you the other materials I'm using. So I've got a marker. So I like this Copic multi-liner thing. I'm not sure that's going to focus. Is it going to focus? Is it going to focus? Maybe not focus. But anyway, that. And then the other things I've got is a flat brush. It's about 13 millimeters wide, which is what, half an inch. and I've got a bamboo brush, and that's about 6 or 7 millimeters wide, which is that maybe 1/5 of an inch. Apologies if I get that wrong. And a liner brush. I love liner brushes. I'm using some white paint, and my other colors include, just a minute, look at my beautiful palette brush. Palette. I had to make a mistake, but that's it. I'm not stopping. We're doing it live. I'm not stopping. I hate video editing. So here we go. Here are my colours. I didn't use all of them, but I'll tell you anyway. Phthalo blue, or however you prefer to pronounce it. Cerulean blue, that's how I pronounce it. Pyrrole red, the best warm red for the cheapest price, at least from Holbein. Mine are all Holbein colours, by the way. Then this one is something like magenta quadracine, or however you pronounce that. Where did they get these names from for watercolour paints? You know, who thought of that? Now this is burnt umber, and you'll really enjoy watching the video because I haven't used this colour for a long time. And when I tried to pick some up with the palette knife, it just flew halfway across the room because it had gone solid and brittle, and it just broke off. I was really surprised. I'm going to have to look for it later. I don't want to do that. Anyway, burnt sienna, I used that. Yellow ochre, one of my favourite colours. And then, oh, here we've got another wonderful name. Imidazolone yellow. Can you say that? I know some of you can say that, right? But for me, it's a bit of a challenge. I'll go for it a few more times. Here we go. You can have a good laugh. I'm having a good laugh. Just a minute. I'd look at the name, but that might make it even harder for me. Imidazolone yellow. Imidazolone. It's like a tongue twister, isn't it? Have you ever painted with a imidazolone yellow? I was painting with imidazolone yellow when, oh my goodness. Final chance. This is like tongue exercises, right? God, I'm feeling a bit hot now. Take that off. Oh no. The hair's a bit scary. Scary, hairy. Imidazolone yellow. That's the best I can do. So I've shown you my brushes. I've shown you my colours. Then I've shown you the other bits and bobs like this paper. Just a minute. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So I didn't want to use good quality watercolor paper because I'm just playing here. That's all we're doing in this video. And by the way, just skip ahead if you like. I'm just telling you about materials and stuff. I'm probably talking too much because I'm half Irish. But anyway, I didn't want to use good quality watercolor paper because it's just wasteful. I'm just playing today. I said that, I know. And I didn't want to use super cheap wood pulp paper because it might be okay. But you know, it's like toilet roll. And you know, if you're going to get a palette knife to toilet roll, it's not probably, there's going to be a lot of fluff in the room. It's probably not going to work, but one day I'm going to try. So what I did is I got this, another lovely name here, Albero. I'm not sure, doesn't sound very English, but I got this and it's really good, and it's like in between. It's not good quality and it's not bad quality. It's kind of in the middle, and it's a pretty good price. I think about $15. I'm just really guessing here. And I've got about 25 sheets here, so that's what I used, and it's just a block. You know, I prefer spiral bound pads if you want to know, but a block is okay now and again. So, oh my goodness, my hair. Anyway, moving on, let's get on. Shall I show you my set of palette knives? Just a minute. So there's my set of palette knives. There you go. So anyway, This is a simple, rude and crude watercolor video, but hopefully it's a lot of fun, and that's what I hope. And you know, just jump into watercolor and just start doing sketches and messing around and having fun. And if you do that every day, you'll get really good. I mean, yeah, in about 3 years, but everything takes time. So just enjoy it.